No, I'm not crying, by the way. By the way, there's my iconic wallpapers. If you're interested, a shirt that I got yesterday. Not an A's fan, but decided to wear it today because why not? But that's not the topic for today's live stream. I shaved, by the way. We're here to talk about what the hell happened a couple hours ago. And this bullshit that's been going on for the past week ever since Robb Elementary got shot up. It's barely been a week. And niggas just continue to make stupid ass threats to shoot up schools and all this bullshit. Mostly middle schoolers. I'm sick of this shit. So, to express what happened today, what I'm aware, 4 people in the hospital are dead. Thank God, including the shooter, because, you know, people who, like, go to a place just to take away innocent lives, straight up assholes and deserve death. No sympathy for those people. Cancel me just for threatening these people who are, well, not threatening, just like saying shit to the people who are starting stuff for attention. Cancel me? Nah. I ain't gonna put up with this shit no more at this point. I have no sympathy for anybody. Anybody. Where do I fucking start? Anybody who makes threats to shoot up places. Because ever since the shooting in Uvalde, we've had middle schoolers or kids, to be exact. I shouldn't say exactly middle schoolers because kids making threats to shoot up schools. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Ever since Robb got shot up, y'all think it's funny to go out there on social media flexing on guns when you're not even gonna use it because that makes you look a bitch. I see the bitch in your eyes. Dare make posts of that. Kids flexing on guns, saying that they're gonna, you know, do some bad stuff to their school. Boy, you a bitch, man. You're a bitch, mate. You ain't gonna do shit with that gun. You probably took it from your father's drawer, flexing on it on social media. Fake ass gang members. Y'all wannabes, for real, for real. And honestly, this shit ain't even funny. Like, what makes y'all think, like, jokingly making threats to shoot up schools is funny? It's not. It is clearly not. I can't stress enough how much, like how bad this shit can. I'm just talking gibberish at this point. That's what I sound like, right? To the one viewer who I hope to God it's not Jose Pedro. If so, get the hell off my stream. This shit's annoying. You literally hear this in the news. Kids getting arrested for making threats on social media. Some of these crimes, they actually go to school with a Glock in their bag. And they somehow get caught. That's how I know they're pussies. They ain't gonna use it. They just do it for the clout. They just want this. That's all they be flexing on. But they never use it. That's how I know they a bitch. All these bitch-made middle schoolers flexing on guns. They're not even gonna use it. I know some stuff about gang activity. Don't try me. Don't try me. I'm already starting to get off topic, but, like, where do I focus? Like, ever since Robb Elementary got shot up, you have middle schoolers making all these threats, and you see it on the news, Sometimes you see it on national news like NBC, Fox, CBC, City TV. Those. You see it everywhere. Besides COVID and what's going on in Ukraine, we see this ever since Rob got shot up. And then there's like another place I sworn got shot up. I can't remember what it was. And it wasn't a school. Can't remember. But boy, it was bad. It was bad, bro, for real. Like literally, if you think like saying you're gonna shoot up a school or shit like that, that's just not funny. Nobody is laughing but you and your mental brain. Nobody's laughing but that one particular person and the person making those threats behind the cameras. It's just not funny. This is not AFV. This is not the funniest TikTok compilation. It's not. It's nowhere close to that. Not even close. Like, these kids, like, they don't even learn. Like, it's not funny. Especially in Texas. Oh my gosh, don't get me started with last year when this fucker named Greg Abbott lifted gun laws saying you don't need a license to carry guns on you. And many people were outraged. And I don't blame them for being outraged. But, like, ever since then, there hasn't been much shootings, but the Robb Elementary was the worst one. Elementary school shootings are, like, the worst thing that could happen. I'm being dead ass. As much as 9/11 was worse, elementary shootings have been far worse. Talk about Sandy Hook last year. Like, you had 26 kids dead. Well, kids, what the... 26 people were dead. Robb Elementary, however, had 21. The numbers, it's close. It's getting there. If it passes 26, then it's the worst school shooting ever. Hands down. Hands down. It's the worst. Like I said earlier, you hear this shit in the news. You hear it. And if I'm gonna be real, I don't know where kids get this from. Like, get all this, like, like, make probably from other people, maybe. I'm not sure. Probably from on the internet. Like, you know how kids like to scroll through the internet and such. YouTube, social media, TikTok. But like I said, this bullshit that we have to put up with. Ever since last week, Rob got shot up. Robb Elementary School, to be exact. I did not mean that Rob got shot up exactly because nobody in the news named Rob except the elementary school in Texas has gotten shot up. There's been threats among threats. Most of the middle schoolers flexing on guns where they're not going to use it. Like, if you're around a ghetto neighborhood and if you're flexing on guns or threatening to shoot up a place when you're not going to do it, that not only makes you a bitch, but that kind of shit gets you shot up. You hear this in the news too. Like if gang members see it, boom, your ass is dead. Because they take shit serious. Like, I've been around those folks before. Repping the A's, by the way. If I had not said that already, I feel like I'm repeating my ass myself like 1,000 times in 10 minutes at this point. It's not fair. Like, why do these places have to get shot up? Like, this hospital today in Oklahoma, why? Why, like, this society in general is just bullshit. I want to go back to the early 2010s and late 2000s where like there wasn't shit like this and all that. It's just fucking annoying. And I not trying to sound heartless here when I say it, but about like this dude named Steve Kerr, who's a coach for the Golden State Warriors, I believe. He's from San Antonio too. He used to be a Spurs player. And I don't blame him what he said in the interview. We're like he said that we're tired of all these like, oh, I'm sorry, sick of the moment of silences. I don't blame him. Enough of the goddamn moment of silences. I'm not trying to sound heartless here. You can cancel me all you want, but I don't give a shit. But I'm not trying to sound heartless here, but that shit ain't working. I understand to pay respects. Nothing's gonna work. Literally, nothing. No shit is ever gonna work if this kind of shit continues. I don't blame, what's his name? I forget his name. I don't blame him at all. Like, this moment of silence, bullshit. Like all these stars and shit. Imagine feeling sorry for somebody who shot up a place. Cannot be me. Those people be faking their apologies in the first place anyways. That's how I know they're a wuss anyways. It's just sad. It really is. For the past week, kids making threats, and half of the time they either get arrested prior or they get arrested on campus. Because honestly, I'm surprised that like Rob Elementary thing went like was on national news. Hell, I even saw it on CBC News. Even they showed it. And in Texas, Greg Abbott needs to get his fucking shit together. This is why he has been dog shit since the beginning. Ever since he was elected. Like, the Texas president. Ever since then, he's fucked us all over. Look, this is Texas. This is Greg Abbott. With no lube nor protection. That's how much he's fucked Texas over. I'm in Winnipeg, and our governor doesn't fuck us over, but unlike this motherfucker named Greg Abbott, this is the shit he does. Lifting gun laws, that's how we get more shootings. That's how teenagers be either buying guns for like what, 100, 300 some dollars, I don't fucking know the price of guns, or stealing guns from their parents just so their bitch asses can pretend they're in a gang when they're not. That's how I know these kids are bitch made. Not to mention, you can already tell that they're bitch made. Like, the guns that they use is not even theirs. Either they stole it or they took their parents' guns. This is why places, they have extra security. Like, some places don't allow photography or anything like that. Because of shit like this. Hell, I've been busted a couple years ago. Photography at a private place. They said it was terrorism. When it was shit like this is why we have to put up with bullshit like this. And I'm glad Trump ain't the president no more, because his ass can be faking his sympathies. I'm glad Biden's taking this shit serious. He is right. Texas needs to get their shit together. Make gun laws more stricter. That shit. But no, Abbott doesn't listen because he's a selfish ass bitch. He is selfish. He doesn't listen. I don't know when the next election is, but whenever it comes, he needs to get the hell out of here. I remember I used to support him. When I was younger, I didn't much like him. That shit should have stayed my entire life. I should have never laid a single light on him. And I don't know why I did. Thought it was cool, but no. He instead fucks us over with no protection. But Biden's taking this serious, which I'm glad. If Trump was still president, he'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, this and that. Sorry's ain't gonna do shit, Trump. Like, he's just... Like, he probably won't even visit Uvalde. Unlike what Biden did recently. If you didn't hear, he visited Robb Elementary to pay respects. Some parents of the victims of their kids got to see the president. Which, like, Biden was a heartwarming person to them. To the parents of the victim, like, the victims of the shootings. Like, some parents don't even want to do this. Like, they didn't even have to do this. What I mean? Burying their own kids, planning funerals. That shit's sad. Like, it comes out at a random time. This is why shit like this gets taken serious. If you think that's funny, get the fuck out of here. Nowhere close to funny. Walk out this door, never come back. If I'm gonna be, I want to say some shit right now, but I'm not trying to get canceled because I'm tired of softies trying to bitch about what I'm saying. But sometimes, if it's other stuff, I say it either way and they can stay mad about it. I'm talking about the softies, by the way, so don't take me in different shit. So yeah, something needs to change. Enough of the goddamn I'm sorry's. Enough of the fucking moment of silence that ain't gonna help shit. I understand to pay respects. Nothing's gonna work. Like, enough of this shit. Enough. Like, today's society isn't just a fucking joke. It's fucking shitty. Not just shitty. Like, what other terms can I fucking use? My mind's fucking empty at this point. It just really is. What else can I say other than fuck this world? I wish other planets were, like, they act like Earth. There's some, like, planets that have a sign of, like, where people can live on. Something like that. But, you know, if that's the case, they're in the early stages. Science shit sometimes be fake. And web sources be lying out of their asses. And yeah, that's why I don't trust these websites, you know. And that's why sometimes I have trust issues with some of these people. Like, sometimes I can't fucking talk. That's the sometimes, I guess. Like, if you hear anybody say shit that they're gonna, like, do something harmful to, like, any kind of place, I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give a fuck if they're your friend. Report it. I don't give a fuck if you or him are in a gang. I'm sorry to say, but report it. You have to go op mode and go report it. Like I know that's, like, you know, op behavior. By the way, the word op is what they use in a gang, what they consider pussies or, like, people that snitch. Sadly, that's the right route to go to. Like, I only say sadly because you're not trying to get your friends in trouble, but if they say shit like this, you have to. You have to say something about it. You're just otherwise they're just gonna either actually do it or their asses get caught prior. That's like security at a baseball game, letting people in without tickets. Okay, before I hop off, gun laws need to change, and if nothing changes in the next week, we're fucked. This shit needs to change. No more I'm sorry's, no more moment of silences, no more middle schoolers flexing on guns when they're not gonna use it, fake gangsters. This shit needs to end. And I'm being dead ass. You hear this in the news. Kids getting locked up with threats like this. So yeah, this shit's sad. That's all I gotta say. Peace out. Avs and Oilers initial reaction tomorrow night. I'll try to get that down if storage doesn't cut me off, or I'll do full period initial reaction with this YouTube live because, my storage is shit. Alright.